How's it going, everybody? And I'm gonna start right off the bat here on the vlog here. It is already back to NFL season, you guys. The 2022 season has just kicked off just a few days ago. And I also do remember, you guys may not remember from last season, I opened several packs of football cards, and to tell you the truth, I felt like I probably overdid it because I have now, I gotta have at least now a couple hundred football cards with me, so inside this wooden box alone, you guys, is more than half of the football cards that I have here. And yeah, you can hear it right in there. Yeah, those are all football cards in here, you guys. And these are all either from last season or the year before. So, and I feel like there are several cards in here, you guys, I do want to do a giveaway on. And if you guys are interested in actually, in this giveaway, in earning a free football card, whether if it's from recent or from the past, there's only a few instructions you guys got to do for this video. Make sure to smash that like button, you guys, and if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button for me and turn on that notification bell as well. And also, one more thing, make sure to go ahead and follow me on my Instagram, you guys. The link to it is down in the description. So if you guys want to get the chance to earn yourself a pretty free football card giveaway from me, go ahead and do all of those instructions, you guys, and we'll go ahead and just jump right into it for today's video. How's it going, guys? So, as you guys can see right here, my girl Ellie and I are trying to get to know each other a little better here, but right off the bat, though, I'm trying to use a little caution, though, because obviously she can actually get a little freaked out a little bit. Because earlier when I was trying to get a photo, like, not a photo shoot, but like video quality of her earlier with this camera, she actually took a strike right at the camera lens. Like, I guess she didn't feel comfortable with that in her face. Like, she thought maybe it was a predator, because when I have these lens on right here, you guys, I have a lens like cover at the end. It kind of looks like a predator's mouth opening up. So, and obviously that's not the point for today's video, you guys. The video topic I wanted to share with you guys today is like some of the best pet pythons that, you know, anybody can have, you know, whether if it's like a young teenager, you know, or young adults like me. Even though it's different experience for everybody, no matter how old you are, it's different. So, but nonetheless, though, ooh, easy girl, easy. All right, there we go. She got a little startled right there, but oh, I think she might take a shot at the camera. Nope, never mind. That's a relief. She's not gonna. So the point is, you guys, obviously Ellie here, she is a children's python, one of the Anteraceae species native to Australia. And these guys don't really get that big. She probably will max out about 3 foot long at full grown size. So even though her growth rate for the last couple years has dramatically slowed down, ooh, I better be careful, because she can be on food mode. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to, and at the same time, I don't want to drop her, you know, because of how small she is. So maybe I should place her down on the ground. Ooh. I feel like I'm doing a funny dance or something right now. I feel like I'm doing a funny dance. Alright, here you go, girl. Go on the ground. There you go. It's alright. Oh, no? Go on, sweetie. Go play. It's alright. Oh, no? Okay. But yeah. So yeah, this is going to be the topic for today's video, guys. It's like the few top pythons that actually make great pets. So, obviously, children's pythons and other Anteraceae species do make this list, you guys. Whether if it's like spotted pythons or, like I said, children's pythons as well. But there's also another species. I forgot what it was called, you guys. I'm so dumb. I gotta remember what it is. I think it's anthill pythons too. That might be the other one. So, but nonetheless, though, they all look very similar. But the thing that's different about them is actually their pattern and actually their size. So that's one thing, one of the few things that's different about them. Even though they do share. Ooh, I think she might actually try and strike. Okay, nope, we're good. So, but yeah, she's absolutely. Normally, most of the time, she's pretty docile, but when I first opened her cage, she kind of is at first in food mode, thinking she's going to get food, but she's not though once I take her out, so. But nonetheless, she's absolutely a beautiful snake, you guys, and children's pythons and other Anteraceas do make great pets or starters as on this list for best pets. Next up is ball pythons, and ball pythons, everybody that, you know, that has been a huge reptile lover knows all about ball pythons, and they have been in the reptile community for as far back as I can remember, you know, but I haven't been around since the 60s or 70s, so. And ball pythons really are known to be well recognized for their docileness and their temper, and they're not that aggressive at all. So they're obviously a great python to have, you know, as a great pet. They don't also get quite large. Usually some of them range at about max about 4, sometimes 5 foot long, but rarely do some exceed 4 feet at all. So, but ball pythons, again, very docile temper. They are very, very easy to care for as well, and wow, there's just so much to talk about. And when it comes to ball pythons, there's so much to choose from like different morphs and patterns on them. If you want to get, like, let's say a normal albino, it's probably going to be a bit pricey, you know, but I mean, in the end of the day, do you think it could be worth it? That's your opinion. So, but yeah, ball pythons are definitely one of the best species of pythons in general to actually have as a pet, you guys. So, but that is not number 1 on this list yet. So, but just get ready for the next one, because this one, it might actually catch you by surprise just a little bit. This next one is very, very interesting to me. Green tree pythons. And okay, so where do I begin with green tree pythons here? Now, green tree pythons, as far as I know, they are obviously an arboreal species of pythonidae. And these guys don't really kind of get as big, actually, kind of like ball pythons. Some typical green tree pythons in captivity usually can range from 4 to 6 foot long, but with being male, staying much smaller, like 3-4 foot long, and being more slender. And a lot of people would think about a green tree python, since it's an arboreal species, they think you need a very tall enclosure, very, very, very tall. And to tell you the truth, a vertical cage is nice, but you also want something kind of horizontal, because obviously a green tree python is a tropical environmental species, you guys, so it does need high humidity, and you don't want the enclosure to be too tall, because, let's say for example here, for my girl Ellie here, my children's python, let's pretend she's a green tree python, and if her enclosure stood about 3 or 4 foot tall, and what a green tree python is going to do, it's going to perch directly right up towards the highest peak possible on your, whether it's on a vine or a tree branch, you know, and its water bowl, it's going to be right on the ground floor, you guys. And if that cage is like 2-3 feet up above the water dish, that's going to be pretty hard for this python to actually try and stay hydrated. So it's obviously important to add some stuff that's horizontal. So even, especially when it comes to a green tree python, when it's climbing downward off the branches, it's actually going to do it horizontally and not vertically. So that's obviously one thing that some people need to keep in mind when keeping green tree pythons. So, but also green tree pythons at the same time, they're not exactly the best handling pet python. But if you actually practice like socializing with it over time as it matures from a juvenile to an adult, I think eventually then you can get it to become docile, you know, and socialize pretty well. So, but nonetheless though, green tree pythons I think are definitely a good one to add on the list. But it's always important to make sure, do your homework on these specific species before you actually go ahead and get the chance to buy one, because some people, they just rush way into it too soon. So it's important, again, to do your homework before you get these animals. So, but as for me, I don't plan on getting on a green tree python or a ball python anytime quite soon, but I'm hoping so in the near future here in a few more years. I'm just going to go ahead and just jump right into the final one for the night, you guys. And last but not least, Woma pythons. And Woma pythons are definitely a unique species, also native to Australia, just like children's pythons and anthill and spotted pythons. They kind of do, unlike spotted pythons though, Woma pythons are kind of more of a savanna type pythonidae species. And now, kind of like green tree pythons, Woma pythons actually normally in captivity usually reach about normally no more than 6 foot long. So even though on average though you rarely see them past 4.5 foot long, you know. So and they're obviously they are very similar to their other cousin, the black-headed python, which actually, yes, it does look very, very similar. The only thing that's different about the two snakes is because one has a black head and the other one is more of a yellow head. So, well, Woma pythons have been in the reptile hobby for at least 30 years, I think, and they have been very, very, very popular species of pythons to own, you guys, because not only do they not get that big, but they're also very, very docile too. So, and I think a full-grown adult Woma python is gonna probably want to get, for an enclosure size, it's probably about a 60-gallon tank at most, because like I said, they don't get that big, and you don't need a vertical terrarium because they don't really climb that often. So, and the one thing though I do recommend you guys to pay attention to about these guys is their appetite, because these guys will, and I truly do mean will, go after a prey item that they can get their mouth into, you guys. And sometimes I have noticed it on YouTube as well, when people are trying to handle their Woma pythons, sometimes they kind of accidentally, you know, or get accidentally turned on into food mode, you know, and probably take a little bite right onto somebody's wrist or their hand, you know, and they probably at first thought it was a rodent. But in reality, I guess Woma pythons, they're not they're not that smart, I guess, so. But they're still a unique animal to own, you guys, so. But nonetheless, I think they're going to be a really awesome hot part of the reptile hobby for many years still yet to come, you guys, so. But let me know what your guys' favorite one is down in the comments below, because I really do like to hear from what you guys think, even though not a lot of people comment on the video, but I'm not going to complain about it. So, again, feel free to let me know which one of your guys' is your favorite. Oh, you do look evil with that kind of face. You seriously look evil? I love you. I love you. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for today's video. So if you guys did I gotta stop saying kind of. If you really did enjoy this video, smash that like button for me, you guys, and turn on that notification bell so you guys can stay tuned for every new vlog that I post every Monday and Wednesday. And that's right, I switched my schedule up just recently. Now it's going to be every Monday and Wednesday. So stay tuned for those updates, you guys. And I promise I'll see y'all in the next one.